very still, holding a drink that isn't moving at all.
And with that, hello everyone, welcome to the Buddy Cop Podcast.
He's shaking so intensely you can't see it.
Today I'm joined with Chins. Fat. Folds.
What a way to introduce yourself.
How?
Just cough into the
I have that cough
Promo.
back, by the way.
Special guest Ryan. He's here.
Look how sounds. Was that, wait, does that
That's our
introduce
dolphin
ourselves?
correspondent.
Dolphin
Yeah.
correspondent.
It's not the dolphin. If you want the dolphin back, I can bring her back.
I think
a pretty-
every story we get told needs to be in dolphin language because we don't have enough dolphin viewers.
I don't know, that dolphin
So
was
we need
pretty
to we need
racist,
to
I'll be
up.
honest. I'm
Dolphins
not a
are
big fan
pretty
of that guy.
racist.
Yeah, we need Shamu's approval.
Sounds good.
Yeah, but you better have a dolphin
Shamu's not a
onesie every
dolphin.
single time you
Shut the fuck up, commie.
You commie
Talking
bastard.
about why this is the episode why we fucking hate Chins. He tells us that today, or actually, we'll move back a little bit. He asked when we're going to do the podcast, or somebody asked.
Hold up, Matt's taking a drink out of his
Comically
huge
large.
cider because he bitches at us when we bring him a huge drink, but then brings his own huge drink. Like a little
You brought
bitch.
me seltzer water.
Yes.
It was comical, leave us alone. Anyway, but we
I have good big drink.
we were having a conversation about like who or when we were going to do the podcast. So we then we were talking about it, and I think it was Chin said like, oh, we can do like 9 or 9:30 tonight, and we were like, okay, I guess we can do that. And we talked a little bit more. I was like, oh, well, maybe we can do it tomorrow. That'd be easier. Oh, okay, we can do that. And then Chin's like, no, we should do it around 7. And then he then says 8 your time, talking to us because we have a different time zone than he does. And then
I just
about
assumed something came
No,
up.
it
and he
went
had to do that.
5:30 to 8 to 7 to 7.8 to 8 to 7.
that's the general idea of what happened. But yeah, then Chins tells us at like 6. He's like, so 7 your time, right? And I was like, you said 8. And he goes, nah, 7. And I said, but you said 8 your time. And he went, oops, I meant 7. Nobody looked at the fucking chat. I did a bunch of shit. Look at the time. It's 6:40. And I was like, So I go get Fat, and then we drive over. We had to call Chromo because he's an idiot and doesn't look at the chat. And
He's looking through it right now.
yeah.
Dumbass.
If I may also add,
No, you don't have a say in this. bitch,
No,
boy.
this
wait a
is-
minute, I'm going to
no.
start talking. You can't stop me. So
Get stopped.
Except
bitch.
you can.
Muted.
I'll just start talking again.
Can this be Robert's fucking dead part 2?
So, long story short, I was asking like what time we should do it, and Chroma was like, "Well, I'm free around 5:30," and I was like, "Okay." And so I thought about trying to work around that, and then I was like, "Well, actually, tomorrow works better for me." And then Chroma responded, and he's like, "Well, actually, tomorrow doesn't for me, maybe." And I was like, "What does that mean?" And he's like, "Well, it means it might not work." And he kind of just stopped there. So I paused up and I was like, okay, fine, I guess we're doing it tonight. Does this time work? And no one responded, so I was like, all right, fuck it, I guess it works. Also, I don't like the echo. But, long story short, Chromo's the echo was there the whole time.
You're just sitting here talking. We're all hysterically laughing at the echo, and you try to end this story with Chromo's gay like something was my fault.
It literally was. If you look back in the chat, you're like, well, I don't know. And that was basically your contribution.
I said I don't know about tomorrow, but it would be better for today.
Yeah, and that was the only response I got to, does tomorrow work?
You also got, plus I don't get a class until 5:30, and you were trying to plan it at 5:30. So,
So,
what are you doing now, Dana Miller?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
I don't know what the fuck just happened. Anyway,
It was fucking hilarious.
speaking of laughing our asses off, I'm gonna bring it back to another story we had. What was it?
From last podcast.
Let me describe something that happened again because I have a fucking problem. So last podcast, I talked about when I was tagging the podcast, I was listening to a story where I started laughing my ass off at the thought of how funny I am. So I was laughing about how funny about when I thought about how funny I was. I then was explaining this story to my mother because I just was laughing to it to myself when I was at work. She's like, "What's so funny?" And I had to explain to her that I was thinking about myself, laughing at how funny. So I explained to her, pissing myself laughing, what's happening, and she was concerned for my health.
I think that's the funniest part, the fact that she's concerned for your health.
It is
Can someone get me out of this hole?
Chins, you go in the punishment shed. So I realized that I'm too
Bottom of the well.
Chins, are you okay down there? Chins, grab this rope. Psych! Can't really understand what he's saying. It's totally worse. Oh, poor Chins.
And I was having the time of my life. Jade, sing for us. It's gonna be funny.
So Chins died in that hole.
I'm just chewing gum.
Can you
Yo,
please
she's like,
sing?
Get my singing.
I want to hear you sing.
No, you don't. You're lying.
Sing like that one popular movie that no one watched. What was it called? Sing! I forgot.
I did actually see that. It wasn't very good.
Disgusting,
Hey.
Robert.
Trolls 2 was better than Trolls 1. A lot less 4.
Sing was
That makes it
budget.
worse.
Arguably, that's worse.
So is this episode just going to be Robert's in the cave?
Yes.
No, that's gonna get too. That's gonna get so annoying.
No, it's great.
You
Bring
know what's
it back.
funny?
What?
I can hear myself echoing back again, and it's awful.
Is it just like a constant echo?
It's like a speech jammer if a speech jammer was made by a moron.
Oh, you want Speech Jammer?
Do it.
Do you have a thing for that?
Yep.
I'm
It's
not.
called the mute button.
How is a
No, that's a speech stopper.
So what were you saying?
Robert. Chins.
No. Well, that's not too bad, honestly. The cave is a lot worse, in all honesty.
See, what's funny is only 3 people can hear this.
bad. He's literally repeating
like,
what he
how
says
bad-
like
how bad
4
is
times.
Yeah, it's just speech jammer.
Yeah, that's how that's how works.
Is it
Yeah, I
jamming
don't like
your
that.
speech
Looks like
jammer?
he just crammed himself.
Somebody.
On command. Crabbing away.
Yeah, no, that sounds terrible.
I'm disappointed. So anyway, Chins,
I'm
how was your week?
disappointed.
I hope you drown.
I tried.
You tried.
It was hair.
What?
The water evaporated too quickly.
I'm so confused. I missed the beginning of what they said.
I have no idea.
Can we just have a mini podcast with just the 3 of us? And just let
Just the
them-
3 of us, just like our golf commentary.
So like
just
you
let
th-
phones laugh.
So like you 3 versus like us 3. Okay, cool. So anyways, I started
so
blasting,
fucking funny.
All
and
he has
like,
to do is mute the others.
yeah, I actually could. Bye.
It's just Twig's podcast.
he meant to hit 3 buttons and hit 1.
Nobody said Twig was smart. Did monopolize.
Nerd.
Oh god.
What, now you're doing the ASMR? You bitch so much about the ASMR, then starts lip smacking into the mic.
Well, yeah, because now other people have to deal with it.
Yeah, but I wasn't doing this.
No, it was
You missed.
it was this.
Oh, that
I
was
will
fun.
fucking end you.
Hold on, wait.
So
bad is it?
fast. It's bad.
That's what? My microphone has an itch. Not your pocket knife.
Keep the big one out of reach.
That's my machete.
I
don't give a
fear no man.
If you don't think I will whip a knife across the room,
I fear you more because Fat knows that my food stash will never be opened if he kills me.
it's like
I'm like a dragon.
locker.
I'm more like a dragon. But okay.
You'll never get to my food hoard.
Instead of valuables, I just hoard a bunch of
bear
fucking
from
Wendy's.
over the hedge.
Oh my god. Fucking movie, man.
It's a great
The best
movie.
part about
is
Over
a
the
great
Hedge was the Verminator, and no one can change my mind.
The Verminator Weed Whacker.
It just sounds
the
like something-
squirrel.
No, the Verminator was that big guy.
I don't
Fat
like
dude
it.
at the end of the movie.
I don't remember that at all.
He wasn't just at the end of the movie. He was like midway on.
Yeah, he was like an
He's the one who
essential
was like
character.
sniffing the air, and he was like smelling the raccoon or possums. That's it. He was like, ah,
Sounds
Yum.
Was this like the
Possum.
Exterminator? Is it that
Yes.
guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
the guy who like the
Terminator.
elaborate methods that didn't work. Because he's bad.
Shit, fucking
Like the
exterminator.
nuclear bomb in the backyard.
How bad does that sound?
If you think I'm afraid to take a human life, don't take the shit hat for granted.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put that in the thumbnail, considering.
Oh, I got a thumbnail
Oh,
photo.
I don't remember this happening. Did we even come
Well,
into
that's
the damn
because you're
movie?
retarded.
When did
Oh.
we get here?
Time is an
How did I
illusion.
get here?
I mean, this could be the thumbnail
Are
photo.
you?
When did that happen? I feel like I remember taking it.
Wait, can I send you my picture?
No, Fat. All the pictures of me are horrible.
No.
They're all aggressively inappropriate, as one would say. Is it what I think it is?
This is the original photo. Here's when I edited it.
No. We can't do that
I
one.
knew that was the fucking photo. That's a good picture. Though.
Can't do I'm a fire my laser.
That is what it looks like.
No.
That's what it's supposed to be, right?
Oh yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
I just sent it to the
You
chat.
spent a good 5 minutes making that too.
Yes, and it
You
was.
didn't
I
have
feel
to
like that
send it to
meme
the
wouldn't
chat.
like
You knew
last nowadays.
Didn't I, Robert?
I'm pretty sure that meme wouldn't survive nowadays.
What?
I'm a fire my laser.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you were talking about the picture
the
itself
fuck?
as a meme.
That used to be
never
the
mind.
only thing I drew.
Was
Dr. Octagonopus.
oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
This is not.
It's like really intense.
this is not a butter knife. Ah!
Singing this as Fat is miming cutting his fucking leg off with a machete. Let's just be clear.
This is not Happy Tree
As long
Farm.
as he's doing it to the beat, we're good.
To the beat, yeah. Because there are no other problems with that. Fat, give me your keys. I don't trust you.
Of course.
That's not how the song is. It's just a quiet.
The mighty
In the
jungle.
jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion.
Well,
sleeps
gee,
tonight.
I wonder who failed music class.
Me.
Him!
I'm fine!
He failed reading.
He failed
He
school.
Excuse me?
What?
I
You
was the
failed
best
school
at
so bad,
lunch.
you had to make a new class called.
They didn't actually, for normal kids, they didn't get a grade in lunch. That was the only grade I got.
And you still failed.
I've never failed lunch, you worthless fucking shithead.
How the hell do you fail lunch? Oh, Jimmy choked on the carrot stick. He
better-
gets a B minus.
Franz couldn't open his pudding.
I don't need to open my pudding. I eat the whole fucking package because I'm not a pussy.
If choking on your lunch is a B minus, how do you get a grade lower than that? Like, how can you?
If you die choking on your
Drinking the
lunch,
bleach.
that's not
breaking
a
into
lunch
the
item.
janitor's
That's the janitor's item.
Well, yeah, you know, when they're like, all right, send 2 people to wash down all tables with bleach, I'll be like, yes. And then the kid next to me will like, yes, while sniffing the rag.
Wait, what? They made you clean the tables?
Yeah.
I only ever had to do that after theater. That's the only time we ever
You
had
got
to do it.
those, but you got like currency, like the paper
Right.
things.
Okay.
They were called Bobcat Bucks at my school. I don't know what they're called. Yours.
We had roars.
Yeah.
because we were tigers. And
Yeah.
cooler than.
So you
your
got
little
like
bitch ass.
5 of those for cleaning down the tables. I profited.
Man.
Are you suffocating
No.
somebody right now?
No fetishes on the podcast. We talked
It's
about.
not been
What are
2
you
minutes
talking
yet.
about? Start.
That is not something that should be heard on the podcast.
That was a weird
Comfortable
series.
with the energy created in the studio.
Just a woman's like, oh, like no.
I mean, if Vogue can do it,
This is not rated.
it's not rated, period. I have to write like...
Remember, we should set this to the educational tab.
I thought about it.
Can we quick talk about something educational?
School!
Mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell.
What's the mass of gravity?
Fudge!
All koalas have chlamydia.
Kenid.
No, they
quick,
have
teach us something.
What?
Something you know that no one knows. Go.
Make sure you finish it with a dolphin sound.
Yeah.
Did you know
told
dolphins
you
are
this
not
dolphin
in
is
fact
racist.
whales?
Did you know that koalas only eat eucalyptus leaves, but they're not born with the enzymes to actually break them down, and they
Did you
therefore
know
have to
koalas
receive
are
the
fucking
enzymes from
assholes?
their mothers through their shit that they eat directly out of their mother's ass.
What?
It's out, Jack.
It's like a human
That's not a
centipede
joke.
situation.
That's what koalas do to get the enzymes to break down eucalyptus
Got a really,
leaves.
really bad image of like how mothers typically like breastfeed in public, but it's breast shitting in public.
It's not breast shitting, it's just shitting.
It's just normal
It's like
shitting
regular
while your
shitting,
like
but out of the
35-year-old
breast.
son starts sucking on your ass.
Please never say breast shitting again.
I think we need a woman's opinion. Does shit ever come out of your breasts, or
No.
No.
And so then I'm really concerned and you need to go to the doctor.
are you sure?
Yes.
Is this like a menopause
Both
thing?
you okay?
I don't know. I don't know much about biology. But what I do know is that. Sorry, I can't with the laughing.
Those bodily function systems I can't fucking breathe.
I got the worst image in my mind.
So Votes told
Please
me.
explain in great detail.
So Votes told me after the podcast last time that he was actually having an asthma attack on the podcast because he was laughing so hard
At himself.
But he forgot his inhaler, so he couldn't take it. So he's just sitting there,
You have your
literally dying in front of us.
Do we need to carry an emergency inhaler on these
No,
podcasts
I
now?
had it. I just didn't realize
Yeah.
that I did because it wasn't normally where it was. And then when we were leaving, I realized.
Please don't scar Dave.
Oh
I'm not
god.
scarring him. I'm simply leaving small holes in him.
That's scarring.
But yeah, I was.
Watch.
The more I laughed, the less I could breathe. So I was like doing these weird breaths where I would inhale as much as I could, which wasn't a lot.
And
It
then
was
in
more like-
between each breath, you
like
just
about
thought
that
of your
much.
comment, and so it just kind of escalated.
I just kept laughing, and like there was a lot of wheezing, if you could tell, in the laugh. Where I'm like, I wheeze when I laugh a little bit, but it was aggressive, and I could like fucking feel it. I'm just sitting there like, I really hope we leave soon because I'm dying.
Looks over. We're 5 minutes into the podcast, and
Buddy
you're laughing
Cowboy, it's
about
so
how
funny, we've killed someone.
Votes fucking died on the podcast
At his
because he
own
was so-
joke.
Votes laughs at a joke he told 4 weeks ago.
No, Votes died.
Fucking died.
Of a thought of a joke he told 8 weeks ago.
Here we go again.
Fucking funny. It hurts to laugh.
This is just a repeat of that joke from last time.
What was the
And
joke?
it's still this.
what he's doing now.
No, what's the original?
I don't even know what the original.
The joke was,
Don't repeat it. We're all gonna.
it wasn't the joke itself. It was the thought of me making Twig throw up from laughing so goddamn hard. Because remember, it was the thought of me being so funny that I made someone throw up.
He almost got me to vomit on the way home while driving because I had just had the whole half-gallon of milk, right? So I had
How did
so
that
much.
sit with you?
I was very close to vomiting on my way home, but because I couldn't stop laughing at the fact that he almost had an asthma attack, and he wouldn't shut the fuck up because I'm so fucking funny. I just laughed and he laughed through an asthma attack, and then I'm sitting there thinking like, oh, but you couldn't make it through PE in elementary school. Yeah. Oh shit, that was.
I'm so funny. It's not even.
That's the recap for the last podcast. Anybody who skipped an episode, congratulations.
Go
you
back,
skipped an
you
episode.
can
I'm
hear-
starting to hear myself, but in like, there's no delay, right? So I hear it immediately, and I just hate the sound of my voice.
It's okay. You'll get
I
used
do
to it.
too.
I wish I didn't.
And when we actually get smart and have headphones for all of y'all asses.
Can you never say that phrase ever again, you piece of shit?
Oh, y'all. Throwback.
I'm shitting on your car. Fuck you. You thought the cranberry juice was bad? Imagine my feces.
forgot about the
Liquid
cranberry.
fucking feces.
What shit have we spilt on his car? Cranberry,
My shit.
I put stickers on his car a while ago.
Tropical.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's a funny joke?
On
Slapping
your spoiler,
bumper
because you've got the
sticker.
Go Faster spoiler like I do.
Get it? Because they never come off?
I remember when you stick a bumper sticker to somebody's face.
No, you gotta get a
Consider
student
yourself
driver one.
pranked, literally scraping
Consider
with a butter knife
yourself
trying to get
mute.
anything else.
We should get a student driver one and put it on the back of Matt's car. Or Twig's car.
That's not Twig's car.
No, my mother's car.
Jack's car.
also
Yeah,
true.
so good.
It's a great plan.
Ah.
Chins, how was your week?
It's been okay.
Kids, are you being held at gunpoint?
No, my week has
Answer the
been
question.
fine, guys. I'm not being stabbed.
Yes, Amy Schumer, I think your jokes are funny. Never mind, kill me now. I don't deserve to die like this.
If we can have a strangling, a stabbing, and an asthma attack all in one podcast, I think that's a win.
Fucking valid.
How many ways can we kill people on this podcast? I can kick Matt in the throat if that's necessary.
That's probably not gonna kill him instantly, though. It depends on.
He's holding his machete right now. I do not.
not.
No,
Word.
it's
It's right here.
It's up there. Okay.
You were a second ago.
I can kick him in the throat for content. That way you can't be mad at me
sounds
because
like
it's
a
for
really
content.
fucking
I'm
weird
wearing a
soft
shit
porn.
hat for content.
No.
So he wore a baby costume for content.
You say for content, but nobody's gonna see it.
Well, we
are. It's gonna be the thumbnail.
Okay.
We have
Of
a
course,
photo.
Twig's gonna be
That's
recorded.
a photo
Yeah.
of content.
I
People aren't
can
seeing
show
you
you
wearing
the
shit
full
hat
photo
the whole-
if you'd like to point out the thing here. This is the exact thumbnail.
And that's the face you're gonna see right before you fucking die.
Consider this your
Or click on
murderer.
this video. You fucked up.
Now you're gonna die. That's confirmed.
It's like Happy Death Day. It's like that one. That stupid fucking movie.
Our
nobody
podcast is just The Ring. People watch it and then 7 days later they just die.
Wait, is that true? I so want to die right now. I'm cool.
watched. That
Go
can
back
be
and watch
arranged.
our podcast.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Or The Ring, apparently.
The movie. Or we'll just watch the movie and you die.
Yes.
I like that idea. Quick, somebody, quick. We got a TV sitting here. Pull up The Ring.
Chins, you'll have to
is
watch
The
it by
Ring?
yourself. The Ring, I barely know it.
I don't care.
Poorly known.
I thought you said extra.
The other thing that made me laugh, I was at work and I thought about it. was the timing you were telling the story about how you were like behind. I don't think it was your brothers or something.
Yeah.
You were like, "Oh, I thought you said extra fries. I barely know her." And then you got sad because they wouldn't understand it. And I think that's so funny that you said both of them back to back and realized that nobody would fucking get the joke.
Don't start laughing again. All I do is tell him not to, and look at what happens.
Is this episode Folds fucking dies?
I have to kill Folds and get him to shut the fuck up.
I'm too funny to stop.
Think about all the good things that would come out of killing you. My car's suspension would
My
be okay.
cholesterol.
We could donate your cholesterol to scientists so they can figure out how the fuck you're made out of gravy.
How does someone's cholesterol get so high? Their blood turns up fucking gravy.
You can save thousands of dollars a week on food.
Yeah, we could save millions, man.
You also wouldn't have someone in the house with a monopoly over all food.
What?
He says all food that enters the house belongs to him. As soon as it crosses the threshold of the front door, it becomes his food.
I'm dying.
Are you surprised? Like, this is what we live with.
These are my house phones, or as some would call it, rules.
We should get a magnet and put it on the fridge that says property of. And just caution tape off the kitchen, the whole thing, and just say, "This is an active phone scene."
Three blueberries were taken last night, and they were my phones. No, I don't eat fruit, and that's how I know they were stolen.
Jesus Christ.
I hate me so much.
No, I don't eat fruit.
So fucking stupid.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nothing about that was funny, and I'm pissing myself.
I just zoned out for the past 5 minutes. What the fuck?
Nothing about that was funny, but you're still pissing yourself. Oh shit! The problem is that I can see you doing it. I can see you doing that in the house.
Yeah, I understand if I had access to caution tape or a fridge magnet that said property of phones.
You could probably order both.
That's true.
You're
I
in
did get
fucking tears.
I know I've been in tears for the past, 28 minutes?
28 minutes.
It's a world record for the longest time laughing.
Crying while laughing. Oh, God.
Imagine how much your face would hurt after crying for the world record.
My face
Just from the
already.
salt.
Would your face literally become their crying laughing emoji?
They just change it to your face. Imagine birds being on every iPhone ever.
Imagine always having to look at phones permanently.
That's such a weird Photoshop.
That is the imprint I want to make on the world. My face being on everybody's phone.
That is the new standard of comedy.
Yes.
The only thing better is getting your face on Mount Rushmore.
While I'm pissing myself laughing.
Here we go again.
I just imagine me and the rest of the money cops going up to Mount Rushmore and chiseling my face. Like a
In a baby costume, of course. Oh my god.
I'm having heart problems right now.
Folds has a heart attack and fucking dies.
We lose phones, big podcast. What are we gonna
Project
do? Not
DJ
laugh
got
is
my
scary.
fucking heartburns.
I'm pretty sure we have been laughing for like 80% of this podcast. Like we haven't even gotten. So how was your time?
Could you imagine us getting
Matt?
a fucking like
Just
inhaler
doing stuff. I don't know
sponsor?
how long we haven't been in the podcast. It feels like 3 days.
I think it's been like a week. We recorded Oh no, we recorded last Wednesday, didn't we?
Yeah.
So it's been
Wednesday, was it Wednesday?
Well, we just completed our first week of school, and now we're back in week 2.
Woo!
Suspended.
So that's
How's
kind of
how's COVID schooling go?
Interesting.
it's stupid, especially
This is
now
fun,
knowing
yeah.
that only 6% of the deaths are actual COVID deaths.
Yep.
So knowing that having to wear masks around campus all day long is even more bullshit.
Yeah. Even
So
like,
just
It's
stop
okay. I
doing-
have to get tested to even go into the city of Boston.
I think it's funny how even the World Health Organization realizes their own bullshit, and people still don't care.
Yeah.
Yep. Have you seen Internet Historians, the virus?
No.
Oh, he went over like everything that happened.
I have. It's great.
It's quality content. Am I really quiet? Yeah, I probably
Over
am.
what that
There
happened?
we go. Ooh, yeah.
You're adjusting faders with your feet, and we wonder why we have to keep getting new fucking mixers.
That would have nothing to do with it, except for like the skin flakes that it get. Why are you rubbing your skin flakes in the mixer, Twig?
Why are you touching my mixer?
Grabbing it too
People
often.
shavings.
People shavings. That's a fucking.
Oh yeah,
throwback.
just take a cheese grater to your foot.
Yes.
That's actually
SpongeBob
sometimes
style,
how you
grab
get
the
people
man,
shavings.
shave his ass onto the
We've
pasta.
described people shaving. So people shavings is an ice cream topping
Or frozen yogurt. We don't discriminate.
or frozen yogurt. Froze does not discriminate against creamy beverages. Beverages.
I guess you could
Thank you.
I mean, you can-
Delights.
drink it. So
Do you want to tell a story? Or do I have to tell a story? Do you
I don't
you
remember the
it? All right, so we're
Is this
sitting in
worth
our-
telling?
Yeah, it totally is. So we had like met our cousins for like the first time, like, so they're much older than we are, and they're like our second cousins, I guess. So
I was like 12.
yeah, he was pretty young. So we meet them for the first time ever, and we're riding in their car to go to Dairy King.
So we don't discriminate here.
Because we don't discriminate. Men can also be dairy related.
Dairy emperors.
Dairy related. So we're going to this place to get stuff on Long Beach Island in New Jersey, right? And randomly, this dumbass from the back seat starts talking about people shavings, and our cousins don't really know us, so they don't really know that we're, batshit crazy.
Weird as
dipshits.
weird could be.
Yeah, so he's sitting there talking about stuff, and our cousins joined in. They're like, so how do you get people shavings? Like, he really wanted to know the process, so we decided it's a cheese grater thing, and he wanted it on top of his ice cream. You didn't go as far as to ask for people shavings, but you got close.
I'm not surprised. I don't remember. I remember mentioning it while we
Do you
were
even
like,
remember the trip to LBI?
a little bit, a good bit of it, but
The
I mean,
first one.
yeah, a good bit of it, but not that much. If I'm being honest, mainly because my memory is not real. I think of
Does not exist.
I think of times when I was hilarious, which is most of the time. But if I was not absolutely gut-bustingly hilarious, it doesn't have a space in my mind, and it doesn't deserve to think about being there.
The thought doesn't deserve to think.
Nope. I said what I said.
You didn't even say anything and you started laughing. And I love how Twig's probably on Magic Kingdom again.
I was looking at Google Maps to see if Long Beach Island was actually an island or just a really long sandbar.
It's a bit of both.
Shit.
Could be a sandbar, to
Same.
be entirely honest.
Have you guys seen the World Islands in Dubai?
No, what's that?
Do we have to have another island episode?
Yes.
Is that a thing? We had an island episode last time.
No, last time was a mode. I forgot the title I put. It was so fucking long.
Chromo transforms into a fucking island.
All I remember was like I looked in a thesaurus to make. Like,
He rivals phones with his weight.
look, all
Almost.
I remember from last episode is I looked at a thesaurus to make it fucking alliterate.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh God, what the fuck?
I don't like the Thors.
The fourth.
But no, in Dubai.
I'm a Thegel forest.
In Dubai, there's a whole section of islands
snake.
that are man-made.
Have you seen that video?
Yeah.
Have names of the countries, and like in America, there's like the states. Like each island has its own name of a country or a state that it's in the position of. It's a whole man-made set of islands just off the coast of Dubai. It's pretty cool.
Never heard of it.
Can we
Throw in a picture right here.
What? Sorry, huh?
Throwing a picture of the world islands off of the coast of Dubai.
If I even have time to put one in.
You do. Just fucking deal with it.
Or draw one yourself and
Draw it
Take-
off of my description.
yeah. So imagine the world. What is happening? Why did that happen? I'm so uncomfortable. It was a fat man with a snake thing on top of his head. It's a snake. I don't
What the
understand.
fuck?
I feel like what would make you
the
more
rest of you
uncomfortable,
need to
that
see it now.
video or me putting mustard in a ketchup bottle?
I don't like the thought of that.
What about that the foot-long wiener video?
Yeah, that has 28
Foot-long
million
wiener.
views. Are you
foot-long
fucking
what?
happy
Yeah,
now?
the guy's like, oh
Wait,
boy,
so all
I
we have to
can't
do
wait
is
to
do
have this
dumb shit?
foot-long dingle dong. And he's like putting mustard on it, but he just keeps going all the way up his arm.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yes!
I remember that.
I put that in the Eat Machine recently.
But it was done so well. Like that, it doesn't
iCards
bother
of
me
the
as
Eat Machine.
much.
Fuck, why am I giving myself...
Would it make you more uncomfortable if it was like camera shake vertical recorded?
No, that would make me fucking disgusted.
I would like it.
Anybody just have that moment when you want to run your hand across a serrated portion of a knife?
Yes.
All the time. Is there a
Yeah, it's
different
called
feeling?
recording
There's a
in
really
chunks.
big one on the back
How
of this.
dare you?
That sounds good.
Let's play Catch the Machete.
Yes.
But it's like how you
Let's
play
play
Catch the
nutball with a machete.
Nutball. Why is that a sport?
Is that what I think it is? We have to throw the baseball in the dude's nuts?
Why? Why would that happen? Why would you play that game? What? Why do you know about that game?
That's
Have you played it?
that's not nutball.
His dad
What
played
the
all
fuck is
I'll have to link nutball.
Some parents play
Oh,
catch
so
with their
good.
kids.
Except that video is going to be
Not in
deleted
this
in
house.
like
We
73
play
days.
nutball.
Okay, here's the thing.
Oh, the nuts.
I would totally post a link to it, but the video is going to be deleted in legitimately 73 days. So, yeah.
Why is the video
is
getting
gonna be
deleted?
It's part of Unos Honest.
I don't know what that is.
It was a channel by Markiplier and Crank Gameplays. The channel is lasting for exactly 1 year. There's 73 days left. They uploaded every single day something new, like content-wise.
Yeah, so they made a new video every day for a whole year, and at the last day of the year, they're deleting the channel.
Yep.
How many subscribers does it have?
For almost 4 million.
What the
I
fuck
mean, they're
is the
both
point?
pretty big YouTubers. The
Yeah.
whole point is just to make fun videos for a year and then just get rid of it.
Yeah. Because everything's temporary.
It's more or less an experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like...
You know how I call that? Retarded.
Their very first episode was making breakfast with sex toys.
It kind of worked.
Because it was funny. They stirred the eggs with a vibrator.
Here's the question: were they used?
No.
No, they spent
No,
$600.
Disgusting.
They spent $600?
Yes. And then when the later on videos are like, wait, why did we spend this much? Oh, those were the sex toys.
Were they looking at how much they
And he's
spent?
like,
Tax write-off because it was a
cooking
business
implements.
expense.
It was a business.
It was!
Imagine buying
$600
$600
worth of
of
sex
sex toys.
It was! It was
business
used for a
expense.
video. Business expense.
They're practically just fucking
They're props.
It's valid.
porn stars at this point.
Well, I mean, there's already been enough videos that basically the channel is just a really soft gay porn.
Oh,
Pea sauna.
what?
Yes, they did a sauna with their own
They
pee.
did a beer sauna, and then Markiplier's what girlfriend?
Yeah,
She's
Amy.
girlfriend.
Yeah, girlfriend
Amy behind
Amy
the camera was like,
oh,
"What if you guys did it with
pea
pee?"
sauna?
And they went, "What have you done?" And for the next like 3 months, all their comments was just pee sauna.
This was before like
Water
quarantine started, and like
sausage.
LA was super locked down.
It's
so-
basically that, yes.
yeah,
but
they
it's
had
just
to
people
wait
spamming
3
pee
months
sauna.
and immediately had to do it because everyone was like, "You have to do it."
So I don't know about you guys, but I went on a huge Kyle Reeves binge, right? Michael Reeves, sorry.
Oh,
Michael
Michael Reeves
Reeves.
is so good.
I went on a
Michael's so good.
huge binge of his videos.
Yeah.
I watched a bunch of stupid shit, and they're just so good.
Who is that?
He's a
You
guy.
don't know
who-
Michael Reeves?
You have to
No.
look up his
Well,
stuff.
let's
It's
just give
hard
you some
to really
examples.
describe.
He made a
He builds shit in real life.
So,
that
like-
He builds shitty robots.
so
Yeah,
for example,
nice.
he made a
He-
chair that you can't sit in. So you sit down, it immediately throws you out.
He
of
made
it.
he made a surgery robot, which is actually just a knife strapped to a giant robot.
He made a robot that could move around according to a 3D sensor, so you could put your hand
Yeah.
out, it would move it around. Then he taped a knife to it, and then just was able to move it around. And he
So you
put-
could do this and make a stabbing motion on the robot.
He also made
It's a really, really good video.
He also made a taser desk.
I was gonna
He
say,
made a
he
desk that every
taser
time you
desk.
touch it, it'll randomly tase you.
Yeah.
It's just an aluminum foil table with 6 tasers like
Yeah,
attached
something
to
like
it.
that.
More
Yeah.
than 6.
More-
I
it's
think
like-
it's,
I think-
I think
it's
his-
13 actually. Is
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
his first
He
design
created
was
a
6, but
dildo
he decided
launcher.
that wasn't enough.
Oh yeah, he made the YouTube Buddy launcher.
What?
It shoots dicks.
Yeah, it shoots
shoots
3D
dicks.
printed dicks.
You know those like big confetti cannons where you twist the bottom and they shoot up?
Yes.
He modified that into a gun that shoots plastic dick.
That's literally it.
He also made a was it gas powered fishing rod?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
really
gas
I
powered
remember
fishing
that.
rod.
So essentially, it was like stupid hard to cast and deal with, but it was gas powered to reel it back in. That was it. That was all it was. But it took like a full day to get him to do that, and then they tried to find what they called a local of Hawaii, and they tried to get him to buy it.
Oh, they also my favorite one was he made a Trigger Me Elmo.
Yes!
Which was an Elmo doll that would sense your ethnicity and then make a racist
Like-
comment based
Like it
on
had
it.
it had a can.
Here's the. You want to know the best
carved
part?
out the eye in Elmo, put a camera there, modified the mouth so it actually talked.
He made animatronics, so it would
Yeah.
actually move. He could move his arms and his legs, and then he unstuffed the whole thing, put this device in it, and then it could actually move around and talk and just say racial slurs.
And
like,
he got
so
his
he's
friend-
Asian, right? He did this 2 years ago, by the way. This isn't like many years. This was 2 years ago.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so he did this thing where he's Asian, so he looked at him or his mother, and it said, "Oh, you're Asian. I recognize you from the assembly line." It's that
Yeah.
kind of shit.
He had one of his friends who can do a really good Elmo impression just do a lot of comments like that, so that way he put it into a voice box, and when it detected that ethnicity, it would just, it would just repeat a line.
His most viewed video that like kicked his channel off was he made a robot that shines a laser in your eye.
Yes, I
That's
remember
it.
that one.
It tracks you around and it'll shoot a laser in your eye no matter where you move.
He
That's
made
it.
Incredible.
a bunch of his commenters kept telling him to make certain things for like robots, and they were all terrible. So he made a video making all their bad ideas just to prove to them that they were terrible, which includes the chair that kicks you out.
Also, a microwave that only is powered when you scream at it.
It was so
It only runs when you scream.
so good. He's there screaming at this microwave to get it to run, and he took it to a Macy's
I
or
would
something and had the people in the parking lot scream at his microwave to get it to
I would
work.
love to do either a video with him or get him on this podcast or both.
He'd be fucking great.
That would be fun.
Yeah, he was really good. He made a
Make like a robot that follows me around making fucking weight comments.
He made a Roomba that every time it bumps into a wall, it screams in pain.
Yeah. He made a swearing Roomba.
Yeah, it would be like, "Oh fuck!" every single time it bumped into something. And then he had this awesome bit
He
where
had like Max Mofo, Lily Pichu, and a bunch of people like do voices for it.
oh yeah, it was really good. What was the other thing he did that was so fun? Oh, he made taser tag. That was one of my favorites.
Taser tag was
Taser
great.
tag was funny. So he took a laser tag set and hooked it up to a taser, so that way every time you got shot, it would tase you.
Yeah. He also
He made it so complex though that your team couldn't tase you, but the other team could.
Yeah.
It was like really freaking cool.
And then my favorite, he made a contraption so that whenever you take a photo with him, he is the tallest person by
Yes!
tasing everyone else
So the
in the
camera
frame.
was hooked up to a bunch of boxes that would tase people on their legs to make them fall down.
You know TENS units? They're so basically
They're like muscle units. So
Yeah,
like
so
they contract your muscles. in a
you
certain
like
way.
put these like pads on you and it will shock like muscles and then
Okay, yeah.
yeah. So he put those like on people's legs so they would collapse to it, and he did it both a mix of like the right muscle and just a fuck ton of electricity to just drop people at the
So
perfect time.
every
in a
single
photo.
time they pressed down on the shutter, or when they get the shutter to activate, it'll electrocute people.
And then he also attached a taser to the camera
Just to make the
noise.
Yeah, it was so good.
Now, mind you, he also
So
made
good.
a robot that will sense where tomatoes are in your salad.
Yes.
And send like a 15-pound
70.
15
No.
PSI.
It was 70
fucking,
psi. I just watched
70,
this
my
episode.
mistake.
It was 70
70,
psi
and it
through
would
a
just
piston that had a
skewer the
huge screw
tomatoes.
on it, and it would just stab
Yeah.
tomatoes.
He
and pull
modified
them
a
out of his
3D
salad.
printer, so he had a spike on it to just spike tomatoes out of his
I love
salad.
that so much.
You need
He
to
was
watch
a
his
mental
videos.
patient.
They're
You do.
so
Someone
Michael
who's
good.
Reeves,
allergic
so
to
good.
tomatoes.
He made
I love
he
fuck
managed to
tomatoes.
hook up his car so he could apply pressure to the gas with his mind.
Yes.
I've not seen that
Yeah,
one.
He
though.
used to mind control his car.
That's insane.
Yeah, so whenever you concentrate, it'll apply pressure to the gas.
He modified, those Star Wars toy things that came out where you could use your mind to levitate a ball or whatever shit. He modified that to control his car.
mental patient.
One of my
That's what
favorite
he
ones
is.
has to be he bought 15 drones.
Yes.
And then was able to coordinate them all to fucking hunt down people and just dive bomb into them.
Essentially,
Yes.
he made it so they had facial recognition, and once they detected a face, they would fly into your head. That was the entire thing.
Yes. Because he wanted a robot uprising.
Yes, he's like, a robot uprising hasn't happened yet, so I'm gonna make it happen. So he just made
Yeah,
these
does anyone
drones
else
that fly
remember
into
the Hawaii missile test?
Oh my god, yes!
No, I don't remember that one.
He made a boppet that was a better security system than what they had
Yeah.
for their actual
I
test.
know this guy.
Yes.
I've seen that.
Yes. His most recent
this
thing
guy.
for his live streams is he has a drill that Twitch chat can make. So he has a drill that goes burr. You just type in chat exclamation mark drill, and the drill will just go.
He had one thing that read off random comments every once in a while at all times of the day.
Yeah,
so
through
it
a
just
loudspeaker.
It just annoyed the fuck out of him all the time.
It took his,
It had another feature
it
where you
took his
could
comments from his YouTube channel and live would broadcast them to his room.
and you could turn on or off his lights.
Yes.
From anywhere in the world. He's crazy, but it's funny.
People just spam.
Constantly. Then there's William Osmond. Have you guys watched him?
Oh yeah.
He
Yep, I love
recently took a
I've-
4x4x4
I've been a subscriber to him
tungsten
for a long time.
cube, which is one of the heaviest things you can get. It's also $2 grand on Amazon.
The cube is this big and it weighs what?
I don't know. I would say at least 50 pounds.
Yeah.
It's fucking tiny and it weighs a ton. So they did a drop test with it, where they dropped it from the 3rd-story balcony onto a TV and a microwave and shit. It was so bad that they had to take a kiddie pool and fill it with sand to make sure it didn't ruin their deck.
So it wouldn't go through the deck.
Yeah. He did this pretty
Is no one
recently.
going to mention his Roomba Battle Royale?
Yes.
Yes.
I remember that. That was so good.
He put a bunch of Roombas in this sunken part of his house at the time, and what was it? He had them do Mario Kart balloon battle with it.
Well, yeah, it was the Mario Kart battle mode. There was
So there's a
who can get
knife
the most
taped to them?
Cheerios.
So he had a
weird.
knife taped
And
to
then-
them, and then they had to pop each other's balloons.
Except for Michael Reeves.
his
who
had a blowtorch, and
They
the
didn't know
balloons
that
were
the balloons were
filled.
filled with
helium.
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 No,
it was
hydrogen.
nitrogen.
Sorry.
Hydrogen, that's it.
Yeah, because they exploded when they popped.
If they were just setting
Yeah,
fire
and
to
then
their
they
house.
also had to hoover up as many
Fireman.
Cheerios as possible.
And then they were
Not
And
quite.
I saw what they did with 5 gallons of chocolate pudding.
That was my favorite. It was just how much of a dent can you make in the pudding?
I still find it funny when
And they just started covering the carpet.
when
with
William put a giant mesh onto the carpet to make
Yes.
Michael
Stop.
yeah, and
Yeah,
he put
stomping.
it was an electric fence essentially. He's just on the carpet.
It was a dog electric fence that
Yeah.
was meant for a small dog, and they just hooked it up to a mesh wiring on their carpet. So whenever you walked on the carpet, it would electrocute you. So you had to walk very carefully through this grid that he had created. So it forced him
And very
to
quietly.
stop. It forced
Yeah,
him
they
to
got kicked
stop
out of that
stomping
house.
on that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they don't live there anymore.
No, he has a
Wonder
different
why.
house. Well, his first house
There
burned
when you
down.
move.
I wonder why.
No,
It was the
California forest fire.
I
Surprise.
wonder what.
I wonder why the voice was.
No, the
It was fire.
Jeremy.
the electric carpet was after his house burnt
Oh,
down.
of course.
Yeah, so I can't I can't recommend their channels enough. They're really good.
Yes.
Check-
What
take a
happened to
look.
cameraman John?
I have no idea. I haven't watched enough to really know what's going on with that. I don't even know who the fuck that is, to be entirely honest.
Oh, it's a good question because as of now, his like latest video doesn't have him. And I think it's just because he's out of town.
Probably.
Perhaps. But it's good. It's kind of like game theory where it's smart, but they do stupid shit. And it's
Fantastic.
Because you don't think they can actually do this kind of stuff, but they actually go and they build this stupid shit.
It's like
and
you read
pretty
the
funny.
thumbnail and you're like, that's clickbait. And then you look at it and it's like, that's terrifying that they can do that.
The other thing
Yeah,
is like
starting
Michael's
the
really
robot-
good at editing. Like his videos are on point.
But he doesn't upload very often. Like his
makes
his last
It's like
video
every
was
6
maybe-
months.
Yeah.
Reeves did every 2 months. I was just looking at his channel. He did like one every 2 months.
Yeah.
Until like it's been years. It's been like a year from the last video I saw.
For
No.
I forget what
He uploaded recently. It was the Where's Waldo bot.
Oh my god, I
Really?
forgot about that. He made
I
a
haven't
robot
seen
that
that yet.
tases you if you cannot find Waldo fast enough.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was 1 month ago.
What?
My
I haven't
brother-
seen it.
Ah, so good.
My brother and I had a Where's Waldo off. We just took a Where's Waldo book and we
Yeah.
just like
Uh,
skimmed through every page and we finished it in like 2 minutes.
Matt,
I think I won
basically,
at like 2 minutes and 3 seconds. He got like
basically,
2 minutes, 36.
Michael was pissed that robots could find Waldo faster than humans, so he made a system to make people find Waldo faster by just simply tasing them if they can't find them
So
fast enough.
good.
I love that.
It worked.
I mean, yeah.
That's incredible.
I
Yeah.
saw. I remember this is unrelated, but it's there's somebody who took a Where's Waldo book and they like painted over the Waldo face and just redrew one that looked like it was a Waldo character, but they just made it completely look like it wasn't real, and then he put it back in the library.
What happened with that guy? He scanned the pages, reprinted them, or he scanned the pages, photoshopped Waldo out entirely, reprinted them, and put them
no.
back in the book, and put that book back into the
That was-
library.
That's a crime.
Terrible.
Fucking love that.
I would so do that in a heartbeat.
It's so incredible.
But I would make sure it's in an elementary school, so only a small child will get it. Because you
Imagine-
know that they'll be determined after a while.
And imagine
God,
a child
you're a
being like,
bitch.
"Mom, I can't find Waldo," and then they're both sitting there. It's like 9:00, and then they're like, "Where the fuck is Waldo?" Like we've gone over every
Then
single
the dad
thing.
comes home and they're like, "Go to bed, you little shit." And then both the mom and the dad sit there and they're like, "All right, we're gonna find this little bitch."
And then the dad can't find it, so he starts drinking. And after he started drinking, still can't find Waldo.
That ain't okay.
She leaves the house and he goes to the kids' room.
What are you saying?
I think this
I
is
think
the
it's
time
better
we
that
cut.
he can't say it. I think it's much better that he can't say
Thank
it.
you for watching.
Okay, cut to music.
Cut
before
to
something
music,
bad
guys.
happens.
Cut to music.